Hey, Mafia, what's going on? Welcome back to Breaking Tables. This is the Lull Bar Live Edition. I am your host, Brian. I've got an amazing lineup today. We start off with Tampa Neil. Let me introduce you guys one by one. My boy, Tampa Neil, what is going on, my man?
What's up, Brian?
Next, we got awesome, bro. Awesome. We got the incredible author Dave Lundy and friends from Arizona. What's going on?
Go Bills. Good to see you guys.
That's the Dave Lundy from Squish the Fish. So this is kind of a fun, give me a fun segment. But before we get into it, I've got one more guest to introduce. He is Angel Camacho, a.k.a. Tito. 305 Sports, baby. What is up? And yes, that is a Dolphins uniform he is wearing.
I guess I'm the Rooney Rule for tonight, right? I'm the minority requirement for this podcast.
No, guys, this is all about funness, and we got this game coming up on Sunday, 1 o'clock. They didn't flex it because there's that talk out there that we're gonna be definitely benching some of our starters. You guys have to win out. Before we actually get into the game, this like legendary rivalry we've always had. It's always the Bills versus the Dolphins. Dave Lundy wrote a book called Squish the Fish. I mean, it's just like all these lives diverging to one common goal, which is the love for the for our team and the team, the city that we live in. Angel, talk to me, bro. What's going through your mind right now? Because I know you guys, we've been there before. We've been where you're at years and years and years. So let's just go ahead and start with my boy Tito here.
The only analogy I could come with in terms to try to quantify the rivalry between the Dolphins and the Bills, I would say would be the mutual respect there is amongst Miami Hurricanes and FSU Seminole fans. And it's because good, bad, or ugly, they've played against each other the last 50 years, and there's that respect. There's that hatred, but there's that respect. As a child growing up, there was only one foe, regardless, before the reorganization of the divisions and after. It's always been the Buffalo Bills. I'm kind of stuck in the bridge of, not old enough to remember, but then, too young for the – I still see the Patriots – as just, it's just the Patriots, but in the last, they've won all these Super Bowls in this century. But for me, growing up, anyone asked me what was my favorite game I ever went to, and it was the Flutie Flakes game that Jimmy stepped on the Flutie Flakes.
Oh, that just pissed me off. And if it wasn't for him being a Canes fan, I'd still. I mean,
that was my childhood. That was my childhood. That was the most electrifying football game I have ever been to. Just that the way that it came down to the last play, and it was the built up tension year after year, and it was always the Dolphins and the Bills and the Dolphins and the Bills. And for as great as as a diehard Dolphin fan that I am, forget Marv Levy and Jim Kelly. That cold weather and those fans in Buffalo kept Dan Marino from having a Super Bowl. Our greatest chance. Forget Marino's first dance with the 49ers. Our greatest chance, our best regular season, everything. The Bills ruined our playoffs. And it was always that December, January game against Buffalo. And I just saw at the beginning of the year, I saw the schedule. I'm like, wow, closing out the year in Buffalo. Damn,
it's gonna be fucking cold.
and I'm gonna be honest with you. I was a Josh Allen doubter. Okay,
a lot of people were. A lot of people were, brother.
From the onset, I was a Brian Daboll doubter because of the time that he spent here in Miami. I didn't see anything out of the ordinary, but apparently Nick Saban has a great rehab facility down there because he's just rehabbing images and coaching abilities and everything, because this is not the Josh Allen we've seen before. And these are, and Diggs.
Oh my God. He was
an all right guy. He was an all right. And the thing is that I have so many friends that are Buffalo Bills fans, and I just feel like we're the OGs because you have all the. Tell me a Patriots fan in Miami. I can't speak for Tampa and I can't speak for Scottsdale, but in Miami, it's either you got like that old school crowd that they're the diehard Dolphin fans, and then it's you kind of have my age group where if our dad was a diehard Dolphins fan, you're a diehard Dolphins fan, but then everyone else is just like, no, I'm just a fan of the game, bro. I just watch for fantasy football. I'm just here for the points. I'm just here. I got DraftKings, and that's what the new age fan has become. That and being a Patriots fan. But then all of a sudden, because Tommy's in Tampa with Tampa Neal now, everyone's like, oh no, it wasn't that I was a Patriots fan. I just love winning, and I love dynasties. But it's kind of great. A little sooner than expected on the Dolphins front. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I had us at 6-10. I had us at 6-10, 7-9.
I think everybody did, Tito. I think literally everybody in the league had that. You guys came out of nowhere and surprised a lot of people. And it started with that defense, what Flores has been doing for that team. And I've been telling everybody, it's like what Sean McDermott is doing for Buffalo Bills. He just got rid of all the players that he didn't want, that didn't fit his system. He brought in, hardworking, just character people. And it started with the defense. And you guys will get there. I don't think you'll get there with Tua. But before we get into that, the whole back to the whole.
You had to. I was playing nice. I was playing nice, and then you just like within the first 5 minutes, you had to put it in.
This is going to be electric, brother. But let's touching back on that rivalry. We do actually have an expert here. It goes by Dave Lundy, the writer of Squish the Fish, A Tale of Dating and Debauchery, basically sums up our rivalry, our lives, how it comes together to one common ground. Dave, thank you. And he's got, if you want to introduce your friends, what's going on, guys?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was just going to say a quick comment. Like the book Squish the Fish is set back in 95. So it's kind of the end of the era, the Marino, the Kelly, the great teams are battling it out. And it's set around a game in the middle of December. Whoever wins that game goes to the AFC, wins the AFC East and goes to the playoffs. Angel, I don't want to say who wins. I don't want to give anything away, but perhaps the Bills came away victorious, and Brian Cox screwed up and didn't make a tackle on Thurman Thurman got the first down. But anyways, I just want to say what I like is fuck the Patriots. Sorry. I like to see the Bills and the Dolphins back. The rivalry is back.
90s is
Hey, Dave, you know what? Absolutely. And just because you had to go in and take a shot, I'm just gonna give you a little.
Gloves are on, guys. It's only been 9 minutes and gloves are running off.
A little bit of a History Channel. Thurman Thomas wore a Dolphins jersey, baby. Thurman Thomas wore a Dolphins jersey. All right.
Yeah.
My hero didn't wear a Buffalo Bills jersey. Your Messiah did. Your Messiah did.
Wait, who's your hero? It's not Cox, is it?
No, Dan Marino. Dan Marino is my hero.
You also wore isotoner gloves. What the hell was that all about? Come on.
No, but Brian Cox is a certified gangster. Listen, Brian, if you're watching this, I would love to have a beer with you, and I'm buying. Okay,
actually, I like that
because man, I'll buy a round for everybody. Because Brian Cox was the alpha male you wanted to be. Like, think about walking into that stadium, just middle fingers up in the air. It's just like a lot of
balls. I don't care who you are. To a fan base like Buffalo, that's
at that point in the rivalry. At that point in the rivalry, is because the Bills and the Dolphins, we've just been mediocre for so long. And it's just as a purist, you like to see the. I like to see the Raiders competing. I like to see the Dolphins and the Bills on top of the division. You like to see the Jets at the bottom center.
We all can agree to that one. And even the Patriots, we're all celebrating the downfall of Patriots.
Give Adam Gase that extension. Give Adam Gase that
extension. Please do that.
Sign it.
That is silly. That is silly that they waited this long. I mean, you could tell from just he did nothing for the Dolphins, and he did absolutely nothing. Actually, he did more than nothing for the Jets. So it's funny.
I'm just, on a personal, I'm just excited for this weekend. I hope Buffalo doesn't sit anybody. I hope we get a good game.
Well, that's actually an interesting topic. Neil, I got to ask you, bro. We were kind of texting back and forth. Do you think they're going to start Josh Allen, knowing that we're going for a number 2 seed and Mason Rudolph is starting for Ben Roethlisberger?
Knowing that, I mean, I'll be honest with you, before hearing that, I did not think so, even a little bit. Hearing that, I think there's a possibility that Allen plays maybe the first half. I think after that, I think he's done.
Break his record of healing.
I think the Cole Beasley injury. I think the Cole Beasley injury scared the crap out of McDermott. I mean, we had to sign Kenny Stills today to take over for Cole Beasley. So I'm a little worried about them getting an injury. I don't want to see a bad injury, but I also don't want to
anybody. Yeah,
to anybody. Like they have so much momentum right now. They're flying high like no other. So I don't want them to stop. So it's like, where do you draw that line in the sand? And McDermott gets paid a lot more than I do, so he's going to make the right decision, I hope.
And that's the reason why they're not flexing us to the primetime, though this should be a primetime game.
Yeah.
If it was the 100 right now and we didn't have playoffs in the picture, imagine the playoff. Imagine that game to be a fly on that wall.
Brian, we're flying to Buffalo.
Let's go.
Neil's going. I'm going to the Super Bowl. I don't know about you guys. I'm going to go to either the championship the game or the Super Bowl because we are going. We're gonna. Tito, I'm sorry, but we're gonna beat you guys. We are just so on fire. You guys are like a year or 2 behind us, but you guys are good. I'm not taking that away from you. But your defense is look what you did in our games.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I would love to know where the teams are coming from in terms of who's playing and what's not playing. Miami has everything to play for. I know there is that percentage where, depending how things play out, there is a very I don't know the numbers, but it's I would care to say it's under 30%. Where Miami might face Buffalo in the first round of the playoffs, just depending on the seedings. Because just depending where the Buffalo ends up and where the Dolphins ends up, it's kind of looking like Miami's either going to play the Titans or Buffalo.
I would absolutely hope for Buffalo.
Yeah, who would you rather play?
Listen, as a fan, I want both because
you can't choose both. No. Hold on.
It's Tannehill, guys. It's Tannehill. It's Tannehill, guys. And then it's Buffalo. But listen,
you're not scared of Buffalo, though. You're not scared of us at all. You're not scared of the three-headed.
You see, I am a homer. I'm a Dolphins fan, but in that sense, I keep my feet on the ground. Roberts is not playing next week. He's not playing Sunday. All right. And Grant is not playing on Sunday. Hopefully Parker is going to play on Sunday, but he's not going to be 100%. Gesicki is not 100% because he had that issue with the shoulder and it was showing in the past game. Now, the issue that I have with the Dolphins is that, we're decimated with injuries. And in terms of wide receivers, outside of if Parker and Grant don't go, Albert Wilson set out because of COVID. Preston Williams is injured. You got a slew of receivers that either played quarterback or running back at the college level, and then you got some practice squad players. And then couple in the fact that Chan Gailey was brought in for Ryan Fitzpatrick. And that's sort of the thing, because that's why you wouldn't want to watch the game with anybody, because I'm at odds with my own fan base to then be, in a competitive state with the Bills fan, because it's very apparent who the Bears.
What
Get out of here.
I'm going to remind you that your franchise picked Mitch Trubisky number 2 overall. Okay.
That was great.
You have no room on this podcast. You have no room in this podcast. Get out of here with that. Okay, get out of here.
Thanks, Chris. I'm glad you're not my boss or anything.
We'll check question for you. Would you rather see Fitzpatrick starting this weekend or Tua?
Okay, and I'm going to give you the most logical answer. Given the circumstances in terms of how decimated our wide receiver play is and how our coaching staff has handcuffed Tua Tagovailoa, just play Ryan. Because what are we doing? There wasn't even an attempted pass past 10 yards for Tua. It was all slants, screens. You know, we did I don't know if you guys watched the game, but Miami was in a position. We love and stand by Biscuit. Well, you know,
thanks, Chris.
At least
we love Mr. Trubinsky.
But you know, in that sense, if we're going to handcuff Tua, then just play Ryan, because why are we going to be flirting back and forth with the idea? You know, we faked a punt, got a 30-yard run, got inside the red zone, ran 3 runs off shotgun. 3 runs off shotgun. You didn't give the kid a chance. And then Ryan comes in, and then it's just like 5 receiver sets, Gesicki out wide. Like, you know, and when Tua's on the field, he's taking snaps under center, playing play action. It's like, guys, the Arizona Cardinals game happened.
Why is that? Do they not trust him?
Chan Gailey was brought out of a retirement for Ryan Fitzpatrick. Nobody expected the Dolphins to be this competitive this quick. There's no inside knowledge. That's just my intuition. First and foremost, we didn't think we were going to be this good in the sense of getting this many wins. So now Miami's out of contention of getting a top draft pick. So everything relies on whatever the Texans do or don't do in order for where Miami's going to be in terms of the draft. So we could be anywhere between 3 to 5 and whatnot. So it kind of became, well, we got to know what we have, because I don't think we have the luxury just in case that there is something there and we could hold that pick for a king's ransom. And I sort of feel that this move of putting Tua up starting was forced on by the upperheads, because everything that this team has done is to prepare Ryan to be the quarterback of this team. You brought in Chan Gailey, who was his offensive coordinator in Buffalo. Well, he was his head coach in Buffalo. And then he was his offensive coordinator in the Jets. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's the trajectory for Ryan and Chan.
Yes.
So you bring Chan here, and it's an offense that Ryan knows. You know, and the thing with Ryan, I know how Sunday will end if Ryan is the quarterback, just like the first game ended. And it was a great game. I was there, you know, and it was an amazing catch to win the game at the end. But Ryan made mistakes. You know, Ryan made those mistakes, and the reason why the Bills won that game.
Tito, what you're saying is there is no QB controversy. There's no, you know, we had the Doug Flutie, the Rob Johnson, you know, like who do we play? Who do we play?
None. The thing is that it's kind of like you're stuck in the impasse of, do you want to win now or do you want to prepare for the future? And Tua is conservative, and you see, the difference between the outcome of last week's game, whether it had been Ryan or had it been Tua, Ryan's an old man. Ryan's been, 8 teams in the NFL? He's 36 years old?
He's a journeyman.
Team he played for.
This man, beautiful mind, took a picture and just launched it. You know, it's just like,
And imagine, that's actually, I do. Thanks for bringing that up, because I got a question.
Right.
You know what? Watching that game, that would have determined your guys' fate. If he didn't catch that ball, that determined your guys' fate.
I can't get the pom-poms out, because he should have caught the slant in the end zone. And then none of that would have been necessary. Okay, none of that would have been necessary.
What I heard about Ryan Fitzpatrick this week was he's kind of like the Mariano Rivera football.
I don't believe that.
All right, Tua, you're not doing good. Go to the bench.
So what are you telling me? That Tua's not a closer? Like, did we forget that this kid came on to Alabama losing by 20 points in the national title game, and he brought back Alabama to win?
I got a question.
As a halftime substitute?
Listen, Tua is a rookie. He's got a lot on his plate. I mean, the record-wise shows team-wise, Josh Allen's first year, he was 6-10, and everybody's comparing. Well, Josh Allen was terrible his first year, so we can't judge Tua just yet. But what I can do is say, I watched Tyrod Taylor play consistently like that for years, and it's like, oh my God.
Okay, but now we have 2020 vision. Now we have 2020 vision, and we could go backwards. Any of those coaches, which one was worth a damn for Buffalo? Tell me, which one did you fire that was worth a damn?
Wade Phillips.
Whoa.
Yep.
Oh,
Defense, offense. Who was the guy that was in charge? Because Wade coaches D. Which offensive mind did you guys brush off that was the mistake? Because a lot of it comes down to X's and O's. A lot of it comes into scheme. Because if you don't get Brian Daboll's, because Brian Daboll's have implemented a lot of RPO, which is what Josh Allen was very good at doing in college. And that's why you have seen them transcend. And then, kudos to that organization, the fact that they came into this year and they're like, you know what? We can't draft a guy, and we got to get weapons. And then when they got Stephon Diggs. And how has that been?
He's doing right now for us. Wow. Jim
Kelly.
Kelly. I can say Jim Kelly had Andre Reed, but that was a good connection.
And who was
Josh Allen to Diggs was. I think that's going to be something special that's going to grow and brew. And Tito, you hit the money on the spot.
And who's Cole Beasley? Who was Cole Beasley before getting into Buffalo? Tell me, because teach me something. Who was Cole Beasley before getting to Buffalo?
He was on
that's about it.
Yeah,
a journeyman. Just a fringe practice squad, 53-man roster guy, and then you get the pieces together, and it works, for your team.
Starts with coaching. Starts with coaching.
Sean McDermott had a plan. The GM agreed with said plan, and they just gave them the tools in order for them to be successful.
Well, don't forget, our GM came in afterwards, after Sean McDermott already started his first year, but they both worked together in Carolina. So they had this like automatic connection. There wasn't no head to head front office, back office.
And
they were intertwined like
QB
nothing.
whisper, and you jerks have the QB whisper.
Mr. Kenneth Dorsey.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what?
He doesn't get enough credit.
It's all about it.
Does not get enough credit. Not get enough credit. Cam Newton's best year in the NFL. Who was his QB coach?
Who? Say it
Kenny
again?
Dorsey. Kenny Dorsey coached Cam Newton.
Cam Newton. Kenny
Dorsey coached Cam Newton, and then now Kenny Dorsey is in Josh Allen's ear. And then the Bills deserved it. Like it wasn't. And it's not that I'm knocking on the Dolphins. It's not like when Pennington won the division with the Dolphins. Tom Brady's healthy. Dolphins don't win the division that year. They get in as they might get in as a wild card. Or could have been like the Patriots. With what they missed the playoffs, like 10-6 or 11-5 that year. Same thing would have happened. But Bills won this outright. There were no injuries.
I got a question for everybody. We'll just kind of go around the horn. Starting with Dave. This prediction coming up, huge implications for definitely Miami, Buffalo Bills. We're in the playoffs regardless. Pittsburgh loses. We can lose. We can afford a loss. I want to hear your prediction for this game. You and your friends. Come on, guys, talk to me. What we got going on Sunday?
I'll let all right. So first of all, I want to make sure DR, the doctor. He grew up in Buffalo. He's a long time Bills fan since he's a kid, and he can't even watch games with us normally because he's too focused on the game. He's nervous. He's walking around.
These yahoos are playing on their phone, Instagramming. He's promoting his book.
We're watching the game where we're drinking a lot. But let's start with Dave. Dave has had a lot of history with this team. What do you think's going to happen?
It's tough to. I think the Bills are going to do quite a lot of scoreboard watching first half Sunday. I just think if the Browns get up and get ahead early, like Tampa Neal said it, I think at halftime they just pull the reins in. And I think, at most the starters get a half. Yeah. And so I think because the Dolphins need it so much, I can see the Bills, just just playing it safe. Like I said, scoreboard watching, and if the Browns get ahead nice and big early on against the Steelers, then I can see the Dolphins taking it, for sure. It just won't matter that much for us, and you can already tell that the Steelers really aren't, valuing the difference between 2 and 3 with taking Roethlisberger out. So, so anyway, I don't know. I honestly, I think the Dolphins will, I hate to say it, but I just think it's strategically speaking, I think the Bills will probably call the dogs off at halftime, because I think the Browns are going to, roll the Steelers. So yeah, I could see the Dolphins winning for sure on Sunday, because they just need it and we don't.
Okay, so assuming that all this happens, if you had to pick a score right now, what would you go with?
I'm going to go, maybe I'll say 27-21 Dolphins. And like I said, just sit the starters at halftime, and I just think they let the second half go.
Gotcha. Thank you. Dave, you want to give your prediction?
I was originally going to say, 52-0 Bills, but
we're not sorry.
Bill, come on. I mean, it's in Buffalo, right? It's cold. The Dolphins, they're going to come out there. They're like, oh my God, it's so cold here. I don't know what to do. And they're wearing their teal. I love the teal color, by the way. I'm just a huge fan of that. That's an old school color. But anyway, no, I agree with Dave. I think that Miami actually will probably win 24-21. I think that they will sit the starters in the second half. Nice. And Miami's going to come out. They got to get this game. So nice. I think they're going to. Yeah.
Neil, what do you got? Let me hear your predictions, and then we'll get to Tito. I'll give my predictions, and
Gary Player over here too.
I'm sorry, Dr. Gary.
Sorry. I have a slightly different take. I think the Bills are more about the mindset and getting ready for
I think so too.
the playoffs. I think they're going to try to put the game away in the first half. I do agree with you guys that they'll probably back off, but I think they're all about just beating the teams that you got to beat, and that's that.
Yeah. So the Bills are beating the Dolphins. We're going to shove it down the throats. What are you saying? 52-0?
I think it'll be something like 27-14, something like that.
All right. All right, so right now we got 2 Dolphins and 1 Buffalo Bills.
Yep.
But that's an interesting take, guys. Awesome.
It's trying to be real, right? It's trying to be real about it, right?
Right. What are the implications? Do we need it? All right.
Yep. Yeah.
Neil, my man, go out. What do you got for us?
All right. So on Sunday, there is a 60% chance of snow in Orchard Park. I love it.
Yeah, good.
So, going with that, I agree with Kara. Boom. This is what we're doing. It. We are here to play to win. We are not here to play another just rest. He's not going to rest anybody. I don't think. Yeah. I truly do not think McDermott's going to rest anybody. He wants to keep the guys going. He wants to keep them motivated. He wants them to keep them flying. I think the Bills out. I think you're going to see some scoreboard watch because it's natural, but I out and I think they put a little bit of whooping on them. And by whooping in the snow, I mean 24-8.
Boom! There it is. Okay, now we're evened up. Buffalo Bills are winning in the snow. We got two Bills, 2 Dolphins. Depending on the situation, I got to hear from the only Dolphin in the room. Angel, what do you have for us? Tell us.
Did you guys sit players week 17 last year?
Did we?
Did you guys sit players? Do you guys remember?
Oh my goodness, that is a good question. Neil, you might know this one.
Yep. In week 17 last year, the guys played less than a half.
Yeah, and then they
regressed. It was basically another. They lost.
What happened? Then what happened against Houston?
Exactly.
Yeah, we blew it.
That doesn't work in the NFL. That doesn't work in the NFL. That doesn't work in the NFL. Doesn't work. There are no weeks off. There are no weeks off in football. There is no scoreboard checking. There is no pulling punches. It's either 100% or nothing. and I think the Bills are going to come out at 100.
Whoa.
Oh, look at
All
this.
right. Explosions.
Blowing
Just-
our minds. Different
just-
perspectives.
No, I Sean McDermott is going to want to leave. Absolutely, no doubt that the Buffalo Bills are the AFC champions. He didn't pull any punches last week. It was obvious in the second half that game was over, and Stephon Diggs was still dunking on that secondary. Okay, they weren't pulling punches. They weren't afraid of injuries. So by looking at last week's game, you're gonna tell me that they're gonna take it easy. The only way they're gonna take it easy, this is gonna be Sean McDermott is gonna tell the guys this in the locker room. You guys want to sit at the half, get up by 30. If not, you guys are playing this full thing. Now, the Dolphins are going to be playing for their lives, because if the Dolphins don't win, they can still get in, but 2 or 3 things have to go their way. And there's way too many backup quarterbacks. I think this is going to be a much closer game than what everyone expects, because the coaching staffs are also going to be conscious that there is that possibility that the week after we're going to be playing in Orchard Park in the playoffs.
Wouldn't that be something?
So you're not gonna show the exotic plays, the exotic schemes. You're gonna see it's gonna be a grind.
Flat, very flat. Let's just run heavy.
Yeah.
Okay. So
what do you got for us?
My heart tells me 26-24 Miami, last second Jason Sanders field goal. That's what my heart tells me. But in my mind, who has the better running game? Bills.
Yeah. You guys don't even have a running back, I don't think. No.
It's Gaskin, who just got back from the COVID-19 list, and Ahmed that cannot cut back for his life. So that's pretty much it for running backs. So we're not going to run the ball, especially in the snow. And you can't expect Tua to throw in the snow, because Chan doesn't let him throw in a dome. So how the hell is he going to trust him to throw in the snow? So from looking at it from that point of view, the Bills are going to explode on the run game. That's going to set up the passing game. You know, the only savior that we got is that we got Byron Jones and we got Xavier Howard. So hopefully Xavier shadows Stephon Diggs, but then you still got, Kenny Still's revenge game, the snow. I'm the record, because this is live stream. I'm not gonna dunk on the fence. I'm gonna say 26-24 Dolphins, but I would not be surprised if it's a 30-13 Bills.
Yeah, that's you nailed it. You guys nailed it. There's a lot of factors still involved. There's running and defense win ball games in December and in January. And if you're telling me that it's going to be snow, you guys got the better running backs, you got the better offensive lineman, you got the healthier offensive lineman, you got the ballsier offensive coordinator, you got the more mature quarterback, and you guys got Rachel Bush. Jeez. All right, guys, before I give you my predictions, I want to say thank you guys for hopping on the segment. I want to cheers you all. Cheers, Mafia watching.
I ain't drinking to that because I know Bills fan. I'm just an objective, rational Dolphins fan.
This is the love for the team. Here's the love to your team. It doesn't have to be a specific team. Let's just do a love to the team. This game is going to be.
Brian, before your prediction, can I ask Angel a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
What's the equivalent of Squish the Fish in Miami?
What do you say for the Bills? Anything?
I can't. Listen. I can't curse on the internet, man.
Oh, yeah. You can't. I did. I think it's allowed. All right.
Buck the Phils.
Don't worry, I'll bleep it out.
Buck the Phils, guys. Buck the Phils.
I love it.
All right,
you
guys.
know what? Now because of this, I'm gonna go to Hooters. I'm gonna get me some buffalo wings.
Yeah.
Just to have it on Sunday.
Right.
Just bite into that bone.
We're getting some tonight too. We're finding some.
For the boys.
Yeah.
on a Wednesday, on a hump day. Hey guys, I appreciate you guys having me on. It's been amazing. From the bottom of my heart, I love you guys, but it all ends at 12:59 p.m. and it starts again at 4:01 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right.
Let's do this. Angel, thank you so much for hopping on. Really quick before you go, you got to hear my battering of what we're gonna get into. Really quick, it's Josh Allen is not going to be playing. If it's going to be snowing, if it's going to be a weather factor of a game, why get your star quarterback? Even Diggs, I don't see Diggs playing easy either. We got Gabriel Davis, and if we got to throw it, Matt Barkley's the quarterback.
I got a question. Do you guys want to play Tennessee?
Yes.
I want revenge. I want revenge.
Gary, I heard the hurt. Gary, I heard the hurt from the bottom of your soul. I heard the hurt.
We want to beat those fuckers.
Yeah.
You want to right or wrong. You want to right or wrong. Okay, I just want. Who would you rather play? Dolphins first round or Tennessee first round?
Tennessee.
Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and just do this really quick. Let me do this. Everybody, let me introduce. We got Bill's dad in the room. He wanted to get on some of this action. He's like, "Get me in! Come on, let's go." He doesn't need
Bill's dad.
an introduction.
Might be chilly.
That is absolute epicness. That is great. Guys, if you guys want to stand by really quick, 8:00 hours, we're gonna just get back into it. This is a little intermission. I want to welcome Bill's dad, DeGroat, for taking time out of his busy day to come hop on the show, and we'll be back with you crazy numbskulls here in just a little bit. All right.
Thanks for having us on.
Hey, Brian, did you give your prediction for the score?
He didn't. He didn't. He was
I did.
No, he didn't.
The Buffalo Bills are going to be. I'm not even worried about this game. I'm worried about the Super Bowl. I'm looking at the Super Bowl. Matt Barkley does not need Josh Allen is not playing. Diggs is not playing. Matt Barkley is just going to hand it off to our running backs. It's going to be a low scoring game. I'm going to say 14. And no, I've never once predicted a Bills loss. That's normally what I do. I'm a diehard Bills fan. But it is going to be a low scoring game, and I got us down for at least 14-3. I don't see Miami doing anything with that defense, regardless on if we're starting Milano or anything. He'll play a little bit, but that's it. 14-3, Buffalo Bills are winning it. So we end up having one.
I don't know, man. I think we're gonna have to have a little live podcast for the game.
I agree.
I like it.
That's a good idea.
Worst case scenario, a little Zoom meeting. I don't know, guys. This pandemic has taught us to be flexible. I'm just saying, guys. I'm available to talk some trash with a monitor between us. All right. I'm just saying.
Tito, before you hop off, really quick, Dick, what's your prediction this game?
My prediction? Low scoring as far as the Bills are concerned, but I still think we get low 20s. I'm going to say about 24-13. Even if we do go with our backup, if we play our regulars, it's not even going to be fun for you guys because the Bills right now are Dolphins are playing out of their mind. Now I want to say this while you're here, Angel. I'm impressed. The Dolphins, I am shocked by them this year. They are doing very, very well, playing very, very well. I think on any given day, it could be a really tough game between them. But at this point, I think the Bills have just really stepped up to a level that I haven't seen them since the early 90s. And so I think this week, I don't know what's going to happen. Have they determined yet if our starters are playing?
No.
And the Dolphins are keeping everything to the vest.
Every one of the reporters ask, "What about the starters? What about the starters?" And
I mean, I think they'll either sit some of the main players or let them play one or two series. But even in those two series, I'm going to be a nervous wreck that there's a cheap injury that happens. I'd rather if the Pittsburgh Steelers aren't playing their guys.
Absolutely.
I think we can pretty much seal up number 2, even that way. So I'm not so sure what this game's going to mean, other than that the Dolphins may get what they want and get into the playoffs this way, and good for them. They've had a great season. They do have a good future ahead of them. I think it's going to be some really good rivalry stuff, like going back to the 90s between the Dolphins and the Bills. It's going to be good stuff.
Back, baby.
Brian, mark down the date. Mark down the date.
We got
Mark the date. It is December 30th. December 30th, 2020.
7:40.
The time is 7:42. It's supposed to be kicked off the show 12 minutes ago. Next year, God willing, if there are fans allowed in the stadium, because Biden's America said that COVID's going away, so we're going to be back in the stadium next year. We're going together to that Bills game.
We're all going.
Right.
We're all going.
No. Brian's sitting next to me.
RV.
Brian is sitting next to me.
That absolutely. I've been
Brian
asking for years, Tito. Hey man, the Bills play down here once a year, bro.
We can't get nobody to tailgate with us ever, so we're gonna have to make our own party.
Bills tailgates.
No, but I mean Miami. Listen, the thing with Miami, it's all hip hop. In Miami, it's all hip hop, and it's all hip hop. And on Sunday, it's more hip hop. And it's just like there's all these rules and there's all this. It's too posh. In Miami, everything's too posh. Like honestly, next year, if I really want to go, like if you guys could secure my safety.
Absolutely.
Because I'm not wearing no blue. Mama didn't raise no Trump. All right. If I could wear this same outfit, all right, to Orchard Park, I will pay and I will go to Miami versus Buffalo next year.
We are going.
I'll wear a Miami jersey with you.
Wait, what?
No, you can't get Gary. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Sorry,
Don't do
Dave.
that.
Just for giggles, you guys are now muted, Dave. Sorry.
I just don't want no superhero after like a 12-pack of Miller Lights or Natty Ice thinking he could power drive me through a table because it's gonna end bad. But as long as you guys could secure my safety, I'll be up there with you guys. No, but for real, like this is what I've been waiting for since I was 8 years old. Like the Patriots, they're not the AFC East, man.
Yeah, baby.
The Colts and Jim Harbaugh were more AFC East than the Patriots. Okay?
I agree.
It was the Dolphins and the Bills. It was Mark Levy, Don Shula, it was Jim Kelly and Dan Marino.
Yeah.
And I just want Tua to be that guy and Josh to be that guy. And we could just go at it and we could pretend that these other guys are just nobodies. And I'm going to tell you something. You guys have amazing fans. There was my seats this year because of COVID. Brian, I'm so sorry I'm doing that. I'm hijacking your show here.
No, I love it. I love it, my man.
But the Dolphins come. I've been a season ticket holder ever since I became after my first divorce. I got divorced when I was 19. I said the next woman that ever got with me had to accept me for the man that I am. So I got all the season tickets available for every Miami sports team that there was, including the Dolphins. So it's been 10 plus years I've been a Dolphins season ticket holder. And they called me this year and they told me, hey, you know what? You can't get your seats because we've designated your area as family section because of COVID or whatnot. But you could pick wherever you want. You got first dibs and whatnot. And I was like, you know what? I've never sat at the 50-yard line, like between the 40 and the 50. Oh. And they told me that the only spot that was available was the away sideline. I said, man, it's fine. It is what it is. So I said, I'm sitting now at the 40-yard line. Bills game that we lost. We lost by it was that last second touchdown in the end zone at the back end. Who caught that? Who caught that ball? Because it was a phenomenal touchdown. We should have won that game. I don't even know I don't even think you guys know who the receiver was. I think it was like your 6th-string receiver. Whatever. They only know him at dinner time in his house. It's cool. But for all intensive purposes,
we got so many we can't keep track. So many good receivers we can't keep track anymore.
My section was full of Bills fans. And I was going at this chick and her boyfriend and their friends. It was like 6 people in front of me, and we're talking trash the whole game. Like it was bad. And I think the guy behind me, you wanted to be a Karen, and I guess he called security. And security actually came to try to escort the Bills fans out. I told, hey, yo, I'm the one that's fighting with them. This is football. Adrian R. Center's in Biscayne. All right. It's in Brickell, dog. Like, you guys want to go see the ballet? That's in Brickell. We're going to watch football.
That is awesome.
It's where it's at. And that's all I want, man. That's all. Listen, I'm telling you, Flutie Flake game, Jimmy stepping on those Flutie Flakes. Trey starts, so I'm getting that fumble. Miami winning that playoff game. I don't care if Jimmy apologized. I'm rescinding that apology tonight on the name of Jimmy Johnson. I saw a man with his bare hands rip off, because back then it was called Joe Robbie. I still call it Joe Robbie. I don't give a damn what Hard Rock has to say about it. But they had the sections on these cheap metal placards on the wall. One of our guys just ripped that off and was banging like the section 408 sign, ba 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 ba, on the seat right before Trace Armstrong had that fumble. That is what I recall as a child. Those are the Dolphin and Bills memories that I want. The Patriots, Bill Belichick will go to Nantucket and stay there for all I care. All right. I hope this is the first leaf of many leaves to turn. I hope Josh Allen is the guy for you guys, and I hope Tua is my guy. And I hope next year is just a better year, and I hope it starts Sunday. All right, guys.
Awesome.
Tito, I want to say, guys, thank you all. You guys are absolute, just amazing people, interesting people.
Brian, you're a gentleman and scholar. Kick me out of here before I keep talking. I'm a salesman, man. You can't give me a quarter and expect me to
all right. I got to say,
I'm in love with my voice. I'm going to keep talking.
Thank you guys for being on. If you guys want to hop on later and shoot the shit again, let's do it.
All right,
cheers.
All right.
Happy New Year's, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Hit fins up.
I'm gonna just
go Bills, baby. Go Bills.
Don't move anywhere. Just really quick. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Oh, sorry. Oh, excellent. Kicked you out. That's a crazy rowdy group that they're in.
I love it.
Hold on a second. Sorry, Neil. I'm gonna go ahead and just press the wrong one.
Neil's wrong.
Deal that. No, we'll be back because I wanted, you are just, you need no introduction at all. You're Dick DeGroat, Bill's dad, and that is the room. That is your studio. That is your canvas. Everybody, we got Bill's dad in the house. How you doing, my man?
I'm doing great, man. You're way too kind, way too generous, man. But thanks for having me on. This is always a treat.
No, it's I mean, the music that you bring, it's like we've got angel singing motivational songs that are Bills related, and unless you're living under a rock, everyone knows you. That's the stuff that you come up with. What made you start? Like one day you're like, I'm just going to sing about the Buffalo Bills. Were you in the shower one day and the wife comes in and is like, that's a catchy tune about the Buffalo Bills? Talk to me.
Oh my God. No, listen, it was a Sunday afternoon, 2017, the week before our opening game against the Jets. And I'm just sitting in my recliner and I'm thinking about a week away from opening day. And for football around here, I'm not a season ticket holder. I wish I was, but I'm not. But at any rate, my family usually comes over and watches the game. And usually there's an exchange of text messages that is like, okay, we're meeting at this time. Who's bringing what are we eating? And all this kind of stuff goes on. And I was sitting there, and for some reason, a creative thought went through my brain, and I quickly, in my head, wrote a parody to Benny and the Jets. They're opening against the Jets, and I wrote, can we beat the Jets? And so I came downstairs, got my props, and I said, honey, Denise, would you come downstairs for a minute? I said, just stand here, hold this camera, video, I'll take care of the rest. So she did that. And it took 2 takes because I busted up laughing on the last line. But at any rate, she's like, what in the world's going on? And so then I just sent it to my kids. It was just a text message to my kids. Here's what's going on, talking about making chili and all that.
We're doing it.
Yeah. So that Friday night before the game, a buddy of mine, Al Rogers, sees it. I show it to him. He goes, oh, my God. You got to do this. You got to do that. You got to put it on the Mafia. You got to do this. And I'm like, my head's blown. I'm an old guy. I'm not tech savvy. I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about, man. So he's finally Saturday morning. They said, just put it on Facebook. So I put it on Facebook. They helped put it a couple places, whatever they did. I don't even know. but the thing went viral, and the news media picked it up and everything, and over 100,000 views in that day. And I, everybody started going, we need another one next week. We need one every week. And it kind of just snowballed on me. They started calling me Bill's dad because I was a dad inviting my kids over to watch the game. And so that's where the Bill's dad thing came from. And it's just been a lot of fun since then.
It is, and it looks like you guys are having so much fun, and that's why I love having fans on the show that just they all have their own passion. They all have their own inventive ways, and it definitely helps. The Bills are doing really, really good.
Oh, that helps a lot,
and it helps. It helps you have more confidence, because when the Bills lose, you don't have that. Oh man, I don't feel like singing. I don't feel like talking. I don't feel like doing certain things, because you take it personally. You do.
Yeah. I mean, there's been times that I wrote some songs back in 17 and 18 that were songs of frustration. I mean, why do you build me up, Buffalo Bills, and doing that kind of thing. But I guess what a lot of people like is that the things I'm singing are really just an identification with where their heart's at, because I'm just a Bills fan, and the frustration, the excitement comes out, all of it is experience. God bless you. It comes out in the songs, and I think it was 2017 on this date that I released "Party Like It's 1999" from Prince, because people sent me a couple links that they got in the reminders on their phones. And that's one of my favorites, because we had my whole family involved, and we needed to win, and we needed a couple other things to happen. That was the New Year's Eve day that the Bengals pulled it out in the last second. We wound up going to the playoffs. But, it was like Party Like It's 1999, because that was the last time we went to the playoffs. So I had the whole family involved, and that thing went really crazy.
It was amazing. I love watching your videos. Waking up on a Sunday morning, I go, you do your rituals, and one of my rituals is to scan through the BillsMafia page, and it's Bill's dad. Daddy walking in, and it's funny, because just in case viewers don't know, I do have a little behind the scenes footage of you. Let's do. Here we go, and this is so just so people can see.
I need a picture. I need a copy of that.
I will send it to you. I will send it to you, because the songs. It's like not a Weird Al Yankovic, because Weird Al Yankovic was terrible compared to you, and. Well, one of my favorite songs, and I chose this one for a reason. It was "Cause You're Cold, Busy Like Sunday Morning." I can't.
Always open.
Yes. I absolutely loved it, and I heard you won American Idol like 10 years every single year in a row.
No big deal. It's so funny, because I have a list on my phone. I don't even know how many songs are on there, because I'll be listening to the radio and go, oh, that's a possible song, or fans will send requests and suggestions. So I have this whole long list in there. I realized that it was actually in August of 2019. Yeah, 2019, that I actually wrote down the song "I'm Easy Like Sunday Morning" and put "Because I'm Beasley, I'm always open." And I wrote that line down in there, and I said, someday I'm going to pull that one out. And, just wait for the right weekend, the right time when Beasley's gone off. And it was like a year and a half later, and all of a sudden everybody's talking about Beasley always being open, calling 7-Eleven. I'm thinking, man, I was thinking about this a year and a half ago, but it's time to bust this thing out. And it was just a lot of fun doing that one. Great stuff. There was a lot of troubled family members who saw me in that wig and thought, this is just looking a little.
All right. Go back to breaking tables, leave the wig.
Yeah. We're not sure about this. It looks you were too comfortable in that.
It was awesome. It was amazing. And it's you show your sportsman, your just what you feel, and when you belt it out, it's like angelic music in your ears, and it kind of pumps me up. It's like, oh, all right, yeah.
Yeah. I get nervous sometimes when I do a slow one, like Beasley's was, because sometimes I'm thinking, okay, they're not going to appreciate this because it's not pumping people up. I've got a pumper going for this week. I'll probably record it tomorrow. I've got to memorize a lot of lines between now and tomorrow, but
squish it. Yeah. Squish. I'll stick to my podcast.
We actually, my wife joined me in 2017 around Christmas time to do a duet on Squish the Fish, and it was to the Christmas song "Baby It's Cold Outside." And which, of course, later that year became a big no-no song that you're not supposed to do anymore. And I thought, oh, gosh, I'm glad we did that when we did it. But, we had a lot of fun with that one. And, it's been an interesting journey because when it happened, I don't even know if you know this, but I'm a minister. So my wife and I were people of faith. And so when it happened, I'm the type of person that believes there's always a reason. And I'm going, okay, God, what's up with this? Why is this happening? This is weird. And at first we were just like, well, we're getting a lot of notes from people, putting smiles on people's faces, people that have gone through very difficult things, and some people getting very, very personal with their stories and how we put a smile on their face or made them laugh. One woman said, this is the first time I've even smiled all week, and you made me laugh. But we're burying my granddaughter today. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, and you hear stories like that, and it's heart-wrenching, but at the same time, I'm going, okay, if I'm putting smiles on someone's face, I can put up with a couple trolls that don't like what I'm doing, But then what went on from there is the whole charity thing began to happen, and I got invitations to help with various charities, and I'm still thinking, my gosh, what are they thinking? I'm just Dick DeGroat in my basement singing some goofy song. But it was working, and it still works. And so I've been able to really help charities and help raise a lot of money for things like that. And I'm just like, this is an amazing thing. Bills fans are some of the most generous, kind people. I think a lot of people, because they only see the media, they just think we get drunk on beer and jump through tables and set people on fire and stuff like that. But man, since I've gotten to know a lot of people over the last 4 years, the hardest working, most generous people that just love their Bills like no business,
It's funny you say that because Buffalo Bills is more than football. It's a community. It's we've had Western New York, number one in the wintertime, miserable. What we have to look forward to? Football, something to watch in the inside where it's warm. Who are we going to watch? Our local sports team, which is the Buffalo Bills. And you had the 94 years where we were amazing and wish we would have pulled off the big one. And then you had 17 years of this. Look, I can't even imagine just being a Bills fan for 17 years. I wonder how many people jumped ship. Please, we don't need you back. Stay there. We don't want you back.
Yeah.
And and here we are doing amazing things, and then we have 2020 with the epidemic. It's just everybody's lives is out of the norm. It's out of the norm, and it's good to see people dedicated to continue to do what you do, and that is you put a smile on your face. It's like, oh, this is awesome. This is so amazing. Like I wake up Sunday mornings before a game, going, all right, here we go. Let's see what Bill's dad is doing.
Let's see what he's up with this week. Yeah, and I got to tell you, I was really blessed this year because in the midst of everything, I get a call on a Saturday morning from Ty Bello, who is the president of PLB Sports and Entertainment. Come to find out, that's the company that made Flutie Flakes and makes Josh's Jacks and makes Mahomes Magic Things and all these. He does a lot of cereals with celebrities and football players in particular, athletes, top athletes, all right. And he says, what do you think if we were to sponsor you? And I'm thinking, well, gosh, I've never had a sponsor before. I don't even know what that involves. But, we prayed about it and we talked, and it's really been a tremendous blessing to work with them because they're a company that puts these products out there for these athletes and celebrities. But proceeds from that are going to charities. And it's just, so it was a perfect link for me because, I don't just want to make it a business type thing, but being able to connect with good people who are doing things with their business to raise money for charity is just a phenomenal thing. So we've been really blessed. So I always try to give them a shout out. They're good people, really good people.
Well, it's not work if you love what you do. It's not. It's you got a calling. You have a certain calling to do extraordinary things that most people in the world cannot do.
Yeah,
and it's just coincidental that you are really good at what you do. Your extraordinary level is like here, and we're down here going, we're not worthy.
It's funny that you say this because we've talked even in the last couple of days. My wife and I were talking about this, and it's just, everybody has a unique gifting. Maybe a couple different unique giftings. And it's you just want people to find what that is, even as goofy as it may be. I mean, for my granddaughter said to me the other day as we were giving out gifts and stuff, and I had written something for someone, and she said, your gifting is your words, because other people had made things with wood and all that. And I said, I have no skills with power tools and all this kind of thing. And she said, your gift is with words. And we started talking about that and the idea that everybody's got a gift. And if you can find what that is and enjoy it, and especially if you can be a blessing to others and encourage others, bring a smile to their face, do anything like that, it's just so much of a better place, such a better world to live in. So, it's a blast for me. Really, it's a blast for me. I appreciate all the kindness and love that I get. And it's a real thrill that the Bills are doing as well as they're doing, man. I really think we have the opportunity this year.
Something big. Make some noise.
Oh my goodness. This team, if they continue to play the way they have, I haven't seen anybody else in the league that's doing what they're doing. I mean, I think the Packers looked good on Sunday night. They looked good. Then the Chiefs have looked good at times, but there's times recently where I've looked at the Chiefs and thought, wow, they're just, now they don't look like the Bills to me. The Bills really are the elite right now to me.
Because all facets of the game are all clicking on all cylinders. Even to the special teams we rarely ever get to use them, but they're so important. What Andre Roberts has been doing to set up our offense, and our defense is now after the bye week. It was like, wait, are we back in 1990, 2019? And are we back in 2019? Because this is the defense that we remember.
Up. Yeah, and that special teams play the other night, that fake.
The fake.
They called that at the line. That was just, he looked out there, saw him open and said, all right, guys, we have done this. We've rehearsed it. So I'm calling the audible. And I'm sure there are probably some guys trying to keep a straight face going, oh my God, what are we doing? Then they pulled it off.
Who takes the credit for that one? The coaches or the guy that's like, no, we're doing this. Sorry. Yeah. You can kick me off the team, but please work.
Oh my gosh. Couldn't have happened in a better game. You know what I mean? Couldn't have happened.
I know the huge sweep. We haven't done that. And now we're in a position to play the Dolphins, who when we win against the Dolphins on Sunday, it would be the first time in franchise history that the Buffalo Bills have completely swept the AFC East.
Is that right? I didn't know that.
Yep. That's
the only reason we might not, in my opinion, is if we sit all of our starters and the guys just are playing very safe and cautious. Otherwise, I think we win this thing. This is the way.
Dable just Josh, you're never running it. You don't run it. If you think about running it, throw it away.
Yeah. Anybody gets in within 10 feet, you throw the ball away. Just
10 feet, 3 feet, and then I know we all watched that game with our stomachs just cringing, just because it's the NFL. We don't know what could happen. Everything could happen, and one incident, whatever you want to call it, could either be catastrophic for either teams. And is that what you want?
People might not like this take, but my goal for this Sunday is to come out of it injury-free. If we lose and are injury-free, I'm happier than with injuries.
Absolutely.
Now, tell me, what have you heard about the Kenny Stills thing? Since what? There was a wild stirring going on today.
There's a lot of controversy because of Beasley getting injured with his leg, and now we have Kenny Stills, available free agent that came in for a visit, and Adam Schefter reported that it was in the works. It's positive. He just has to pass his physical, and he's basically going to be on. And Cole Beasley's not going to play, obviously, because he's injured. We need him. We absolutely need him for the playoffs.
Did they sign him, or is it still up in the air?
McDermott is McDermott. He's pulling what Belichick always did. He's going to give you as little facts as possible.
Yeah.
And we don't know. It's a guessing game. It's going to be. You won't know until 1:00 on Sunday what happens. And
if you got a burner like Stills out there and a burner like Brown out there, it's like, look out. Who you gonna for speed? Who do you try to match up with?
How do you stop? Yeah, how do you stop it? Maybe Josh plays for 1 quarter. All right, guys, just go out there and score 50 points. Then everybody go. When we,
just let Stills play to get used to the system.
Yeah.
And then we'll bust it loose in the playoffs. I mean, getting Brown back to begin with. Look how great we've been playing, and we haven't even
just presence on the field makes the biggest difference, because at the end of the day, he's either going to burn you, so they're going to put somebody that's not bad against John Brown, regardless of how healthy he is or not. He's got wheels, so they're going to put a good, obviously a good position player on him. And that just takes away from everyone else. Gabe Davis, we've got Stills is, a speedster. If he can stay healthy, I hope he does.
Yep.
And and Barkley, everybody forgets what Barkley did to the Jets when he started.
Barkley's a good quarterback.
He can play. He's under the same system. That could be our Frank Wright. If we were back in 1990s. Would we be saying, I would let Frank Wright in? He got the biggest comeback in all-time history.
That's right. Yeah, I have a lot of confidence in Barkley. I mean, he's not Josh Allen, but he is in the same room with Josh Allen. He works with Josh Allen all the time. He's got experience. He's shown that he can lead this team into a victory, and he's got a good head on his shoulders. It's not like you're putting a rookie out there. This guy, he can hold it together for us.
Now I have to ask, when we won the AFC East champs, the division, AFC East division, what went through your mind? What was the first reaction? Was it a tear? Was it a laugh? Was it things you can't say on air? I mean, talk to us.
It wasn't tears. I was pumped for sure. But I think I had already prepared myself for it, which is part of the thing. It wasn't like it crept up on me at the last second and we did it. I saw it coming, thought we were going to do it, and I'm doing what the players are not allowed to do. I'm already looking ahead going, these guys are so good. I mean, we're going to beat the Patriots. We're able to beat the Dolphins. I said, we may not lose the rest of the season. So I don't say that in a cocky way, but I just say it they are playing so amazing right now that it just, I'm blown away.
Breaking records. Our offenses are breaking records that we were like, all right, we'll be happy if we can get a quarterback that can, throw over 3,500 yards. Here we are 3, and he can now he's at 43-20, and he needs 40 yards to break Drew Bledsoe's 2002 record. Wow.
Yeah, it's an amazing thing. I mean, at the beginning of the season, we had some extremely close games, some heart attack games. That was hard. Those were games that at the end, when we pulled them out, I was jumping, screaming, going crazy, giving my dog and my wife a heart attack and things like that. It's just been very nice the last few weeks, just being able to sit there and go, man, we crushed this. I mean, that game against the 49ers, I thought was the best game I've seen them play in forever. And now they've come out and just kept going like that.
They made this like, where is this coming from? This energy from everybody.
Consistent. Everything is going right. So, man, it's just great. And I get my wife next to me. She's a huge Micah Hyde fan. I can't even tell you how the Micah Hyde thing started for her, but a game does not go by that she is sitting next to me screaming, Micah Hyde, Micah Hyde, Micah Hyde. You know, whenever she sees him play and does anything, my gosh, when he took that onside kick a year ago, I think it was a year ago when he
and running back for a touchdown.
Oh, I thought she was going to explode. You know, she just and you know we were blessed. You know, his brother-in-law actually reached out to me because I was like, I've got to get my wife a signed Micah Hyde jersey.
Yeah,
and he saw that and he reached out to me. He says, let me put you in touch with my sister. And I'm thinking, who's your sister? He says, it's his wife. So he reached out and he goes, I understand. So cool. I'm understanding your wife needs a jersey. I know a guy. She says, I know a guy. And so, I mean, it was such a treat to get that. I mean, he just looks at that and goes, Micah Hyde signed it. Micah Hyde. He said to Denise right there, Micah Hyde signed this. It's amazing. Good stuff.
If don't mind me asking, how long have you been married?
We've been married 40, oh God, no, I was going to say 46 years. It's just this past week was 46 years since our first date. We've been married 41 years. So yeah, our first date was December 21st, 1974.
So that Micah Hyde covers your 48th, your 50th, your 55th.
Oh, come on now. Now you're speaking the truth. And let me tell you, see, it's good because I'm a very secure man that when my wife is screaming out Micah Hyde, you know, you got to be secure. I mean, he's a rock star.
Hello, honey. Micah Hyde is home.
Oh, yeah. I haven't dared put the jersey on yet. I leave that to her.
It's you can't go wrong with picking any one of these players. I think Micah Hyde and Jordan Poyer, both of them, they did get the shaft from not making the Pro Bowl. A lot of players from the team did not make the Pro Bowl. The way that everybody's playing, there was a lot of players that got that snub, and I really do believe that he should have definitely been in bed.
I mean, Micah Hyde and Jordan Poyer are I mean, they're just a tandem. I can't see one without the other. They are so good together. And Poyer has had a phenomenal year. I mean, he's been playing great all along, but this year has just been phenomenal. You know, and I feel bad for someone when they get snubbed like that, but the thing that encourages me is that McDermott and Bean have done such a great job of developing a family feeling there that these guys, they appreciate the awards, but I think they just love playing the game and playing the game together. Yeah. They're playing with guys that love each other. I mean, nobody cheers more when somebody scores or intercepts or whatever than their own buddies on the sideline. They just go nuts together, and it's so good to see.
And that fuels them. You're right. They don't care about the awards. They already have a chip on the shoulder. That's why they're in Buffalo. And when things like that happen, they get better. They learn from it, and they're like, all right, no. Now I'm playing with I've been playing with fire. Now I'm playing with anger and that fire.
No.
Look what happened after we lost to the Hail Murray play.
Oh, gosh.
We won that game. That game was over. One play is not going to change how we are the rest of the season. And that is what good teams do. That's what good coach is. We'll say, you guys, that game's over. Here's what we're going to do the rest of the season. Go on a run to the Super Bowl. That's it.
I still look back and think about that throw that Josh made to Diggs in the end zone that I thought was the game winner, you know, except for the Hail Murray. But I mean, that's just how our team operates. That was a game-winning throw in a clutch moment. And if it were not for a fluke Hail Murray, we would have won, 9 or 10 in a row right now, and probably won't stop.
The season is not even close to being done yet, which is we're week 17 now. And when's the last time you could say we're Buffalo? The season's not even close to being done yet. It's been a long time coming, and it's good to say it, to hear it, to feel it, because it's more than just saying it or feeling it. It's just every part of your bones when the Bills win. It's just like that. That's why I don't have a voice right now, because I still from the Denver game, carried over from the 49ers game, carried over from the Hail Murray loss. But passionate fans, getting passionate fans together is awesome. It's good. It's good.
Yeah. Speaking of that, it's so good to hear that they're going to allow 6,700 fans, because those will be the loudest 6,700 fans there are in the league. And, I know that's not a lot compared to filling that place, but it's good that they're at least allowing some people to be there, especially those that have been with this team for a long time.
Absolutely. They deserve to see them one time. It's so difficult to get to watch them. We watched them when they came down to Miami. Miami had allowed 13,000 fans, and it was how they did it was good. Everyone was spaced out. We were able to watch the game. There were still more Buffalo Bills fans than Dolphins fans in the stadium, and I hear that they're not allowed to resell the tickets for the playoff game, which would automatically, I assume that there's nobody but Buffalo Bills fans can buy that ticket.
Yeah, I would guess so. I don't think anybody's going to give them up.
Are you going?
No, I don't have season tickets, and I don't think there's anybody going to offer me a ticket right now. It's just you got lucky on the lottery, and you got offered a ticket. You are hanging on to that baby.
Mafia, you heard it here first. We need to get Bill's dad a ticket. That way he can FaceTime us and do a song from the field. Halftime show, Bill's dad. I'll buy it. I would definitely go.
Yeah. Brian, where are you from?
I'm from south of Rochester, outside of Geneseo, York, New York.
Okay. Is that where you are now?
No, right now I'm down in Fort Lauderdale. I've been living here for 10 years. I'm a displaced diehard Bills fan, and I started this project 2 years ago, and it's fun having a passion to talk about, to do about. And everybody has their events, what they do. You sing, I talk random things, but we all merge and come together as beloved Buffalo Bills fans. And
I actually moved to Naples, Florida in 2010.
Okay, cool.
Lived there for almost 5 years, and then came back north because everybody I loved was back here. So I love the weather down there, though. It was phenomenal. But everybody, all my longtime friends and family were back here, and so we came back and endured this crazy cold.
I've been telling everybody this, I will take 6 months of rain every single day over 1 day of snow. I've shoveled my fair share of driveways. I've scraped my fair share of windows.
Yeah.
Of the weather. And now with technology, you could be a fan anywhere in the world.
It's
That's
amazing.
The beauty of it.
It was amazing. Yeah, because I'm sitting here thinking you got to be up here. And then all of a sudden you said something and I went, wait, is he where?
I'm right next door to you.
Yeah, I know where York is, though. I grew up in the southern New down in Friendship, New York.
Okay.
Down there. Yep.
Yeah, we've got, I was born in the Philippines on a Navy base, and basically was raised Western New York. And I had to get out, moved out down here in South Florida. And it didn't have to go out. My family still lives up there. I wanted to get away, get out of the country, and move to a big city where people drive terribly, and I'm surrounded by Dolphins fans. So, small victories.
Oh yeah.
And I do want to thank you. I know you're very busy, and first and foremost, my thoughts and prayers go out to your family. I know you guys, 2020 COVID affects a lot of people, and it's just what brings people together. And so my thoughts and prayers definitely with you and your family.
Thank you. It's been a difficult week. We had a number of things with our parents or who are elderly, and we're trying to work through those, and believing God's going to, bring us through it all right.
Awesome. 2021 is right around the corner, and it's when I mean right around the corner, it's day after tomorrow.
Yeah,
that's a brand new year.
Please
reset button. Not different for us Buffalo Bills,
right?
Different for your what you do on a daily basis. I want to just thank you first and foremost. You've been absolutely awesome, and I love your content. And before I let you go, if you're welcome to stay on longer if you want for the next segment where we just kind of ramble on about sports, drink some more adult beverages. But before you decide that, what is your favorite song that you've done as Bill's dad? Because it's one hit after another. You have more hits than Michael Jackson.
Well, let's see. I've always said that "Party Like It's 1999" was one of my tops because of what happened. I mean, New Year's Eve, and we got into the playoffs. My whole family was involved. The following week, I don't know if you know that story, but the fans basically paid my way and got me down to the playoff game with my wife. It was an amazing story, just generous people, loving. I also really enjoyed doing Shady's Night. That one that was, unfortunately, the game didn't go so well, so it kind of put a tarnish on Shady's Night. But I have to say that Beasley really jumped up there for me, just doing that a couple of weeks ago. Beasley, because I'm Beasley, I'm always open. And that was a lot of fun for me. There it is. And
I'll definitely send you that. I wanted to mess around a little bit, but it was
and a shout out to Mike Monahan, who turned that Zay Jones jersey into a Beasley jersey for me. That has become one of my favorites. I'm really hoping that by the end of this year, maybe around February 7th weekend, I have a new favorite, if you know what I mean.
I can't wait. Well, what if you could you give us a tidbit? When is your next number one on the billboards drop? That way Mafia can.
They drop every Saturday at 8 a.m. Unless the game is on a different date. You know, obviously a Saturday game, I'll drop it on Friday. But I try to stay consistent with that. Saturday around 8 o'clock, it'll drop. And we'll just keep it going right through the playoffs, right into February 7th, because the Bills are going to be there, baby.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I usually only try to stay one week at a time. I wait till the game's over and then try to come up with the song for the next week, because I like to play off things that have happened. But I've already started thinking about the Super Bowl, because I know there's going to be high expectations. And I've got a little something in mind that might work, so we'll see how that goes. I can tell you what it is, but then I'd have to kill you.
Well, I have to ask. Like I said, it's been a pleasure having you on the show. We're doing a live show. One of my buddies who lives in Tampa, we're doing a live show from the marina where they're having the Super Bowl festivities. I would love to have you back on to just do a guest appearance on Super Bowl morning right before the Bills game. It would be an honor. I'm having a big lineup, and people need Bill's dad in their lives.
You might just get that. My sponsor is actually asking if I'm going to go to Tampa. He's going to be down there, and I'm like, I just don't know if the traveling and with the COVID and it's hard to know what can and can't be done right now. I don't think there's any way to get into that game at this point.
A lot of logistics involved, and we still have a long ways to go. I do wish something but the best for you guys. Wish something best for Mafia and Buffalo Bills, of course.
You know it, baby. Great talking to you, Brian. Great to meet you, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. The honor is a pleasure. Thank you. I hope to see you again. We'll talk. Go Buffalo Bills. I cannot wait to hear your next video.
All right, man. If nothing else, see you Sunday. Go Bills.
Squish the fish. Oh, yeah.
All right, brother.
All right, Micah Hyde. Have a great night.
All right, man. See you.
Bye.
How do I turn this thing off? I don't even know.
Here, I'll remove you here. All right.
God bless.
Bye, Bill's dad. All right, Mafia. That was awesome. That was Dick DeGroat, Bill's dad. Check out his stuff. He is the voice of an angel. Cause I'm Cole Beasley. I'm always up. I'll let him sing. Sorry. So I'm gonna take just a quick 2-minute break. I'm gonna get Tampa Neil back on. I'm gonna get Tommy, who this is gonna be where the part where we just kind of kick back the drinks and we go ham on this game coming up. So guys, give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Little intermission. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, Mafia. Let me turn this game down just a little bit. What interesting show it's been. We had to take a little intermission. I do have these crazy mofos that are on next. We got Tampa Neil and Tommy. Tommy's one of the guys that picked all Buffalo Bills and he won his league. So let me introduce these guys one on one. Well, you already know Tampa Neil. Everybody knows him. What's up, Neil?
Back.
Welcome back, brother. And we got Tommy.
What up? What up?
What's going on, guys? Listen, this is round two. We're back. We're fresh. We had Dave Lundy on earlier with his crazy awesome group. We had Bill's dad. This guy is everybody knows Bill's dad. It's awesome. It's awesome that we're all on, and now we're stuck with us three degenerates. What's going on, guys? I know that you've been wanting to kind of pick your 2 cents, Tommy. What do you think going on? What do you think about this whole experience with this Bills Dolphins? Talk to me, brother.
Well, so I hate the Dolphins. I hate them with a passion. Most Bills fans hate the Patriots, right? I hate them. I hate the Patriots, but I despise the Dolphins. I just can't stand them. And I'm from South Florida.
Yeah,
so,
I'm texting Tito back right now. I'm like, hey, Tito, you want back in? I want to get Tito back in.
Oh, Tito, the Dolphin fan.
Yeah, it's all good because it's fun.
I gotta hang the Dolphin. I wish I had the stuffed Dolphin there. I'd be hanging him right behind me.
Where's Josh Allen, Brian?
What's that?
Josh Allen? Where's the goat?
Josh Allen.
I haven't seen him yet today.
Hold on, I got to keep him away from my dogs. Let me just BRB, guys.
Me and Tommy will run the show now. Here we go, Tommy. You ready for this?
Hey, I got a puppy here, so if my puppy starts to bark and go crazy, y'all gotta mute it. So I get it.
Oh, here we go.
There he is.
It's that BillsMafia, so he sees that. So he knows what's up. Who's in the house?
we got Josh Allen over here. Josh, I think you need a rest this week against the Dolphins because it's going to be unfavorable weather conditions, and we're in the playoffs anyways. 2-3 seed. I'll take the Dolphins. I'll take the Baltimore. I'll take the Chiefs first round. Let's go. Come on, guys. We're in the playoffs. Playoffs.
All right. Hey guys, what team do you least want to play?
I don't care. I don't fear anything. I'll be honest with you. The way we're playing right now, it don't matter. Bring them all on. That's why I can't stand to talk like who you want to play. It don't matter. At this point, I don't care. Bring them on. It don't matter. But if I have my choice, the Dolphins. I'll be honest with you because I think Tua isn't ready. If they bench Tua at halftime, it's going to be over anyways by that time.
I'll take any team but the Ravens because they're on a hot streak. Any other team, I'm like, I don't
fear the Ravens.
No other team scares me, to be honest with you.
We're on a hot streak too. That doesn't mean a lot.
I understand that. I'm like, boom, the only team that I don't want to play. I'll play any other team, and I'm not even a little bit scared about it. The ass of Indianapolis. They will whoop Miami. They'll beat the crap out of Cleveland. They'll actually send so much water towards Cleveland through Lake Erie that it might, have a little tsunami action going on over in Cleveland.
So, you know what, though? I think Cleveland would be our toughest. I know you say that, but I think out of all those teams you said, I think Cleveland will be our toughest. I don't know why, but
yeah, I think Cleveland would. They have a better running offense than I believe running. Nick Chubb.
Yeah.
Look, I love Derrick Henry. What Derrick Henry is doing is amazing. Is really you haven't seen this a powerful running back like Derrick Henry you've had in a while. But I personally think Nick Chubb is a better running back. I do. Said it.
Well,
sorry.
Remember the Cleveland got they got 2 running backs there that are beast. Right. So
yep.
Exactly. So I think the Titans, like Henry. Listen, we got killed that first game. But we did a good job against Henry.
2 weeks to prepare for us,
but we did a good job against Henry is my point, right? So like, even though he had the stiff arm that is all over the.
You would not say that to Josh Norman. Hey Josh, we took care of Henry. No, he played his heart out. That one play that made memes and went virus.
That was a nasty.
That was nasty.
Hey, at least it wasn't Trey.
Yes, yeah.
Josh Norman wants that back too.
Oh, you'll never get it back.
That back.
You'll never get it back.
He does want that. And we were talking about it a previous episode is I wouldn't mind playing Tennessee. I do want to see that matchup. With Dolphins, it's just divisional foes are always the toughest. I don't think they're ready, but I think that if we're going to go in, I don't want it to be cruising in. I want it to be, let's do this. Let's take the hardest teams, and in the Super Bowl we take the softest team, because whoever comes out of the AFC is going to win that Super Bowl. Simple as that.
Absolutely.
Yep.
The AFC is a lot better than the NFC, that's for sure.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
And all you can hear are the two quarterbacks for MVP. It's Aaron Rodgers or Mahomes. Well, have y'all seen what Josh Allen is doing? I'm surprised he didn't win AFC Player of the Week again. 4 touchdowns. 340 yards or whatnot?
320. Yeah.
320. Okay, 320 yards. And he's still not even being talked of yet. And all we got to do is keep winning. One, not done.
I mean, the offensive player of the week did end up going to Stephon Diggs, so
Allen has 4. Allen has 4. Allen has 4.
Diggs got 1. It's like come on.
So Tommy, you won. Tell us about your fantasy league.
I killed it. So I stacked my team with Bills players. So and I was the highest scoring team in my league, by the way. Okay. So I had Josh Allen quarterback right away. I had Diggs receiver. I had Singletary, which didn't work out, but whatever. I started him. I had Bills defense and Tyler Bass, and on bench Cole Beasley and John Brown. Okay, so the only player that was high on me was Dalvin Cook. I had Dalvin Cook in my league, and I scored 150 that final game. Blew him out, 150 to like 70 something. Killed him.
He's good. He's good when he's healthy, but he can't stay healthy. He just can't. I'm sorry. How many years has he been in the league?
I think he got drafted in 2017 or 2018. He hasn't been around that long.
I would go 20. I think 2017. I remember watching him play at FSU. Yeah. So that sounds about right.
He was hurt his first year, I think, or something like that. I know he didn't play ball good until last year.
Hurt going into training camp, I think, or something like that. But it's year after year he's getting injured. You don't want to see that in anybody, unless your name is Tom Brady. But no, I don't care about it anymore. He's over in Tampa and NFC. But that kid cannot stay healthy. I've always wanted to draft him in my league, but I just no, I can't do it. I can't do. He's too much of a high risk.
Hey, I had to. Hey, but look, he was good this year.
Yeah, he was good, but look where he's at now. Well, luckily,
I don't care where he is now.
So. Shout out to one of the buddies that wanted to hop on, but he ended up getting a little under the weather. He was playing against Kamara Thursday night. Kamara's historical 6 touchdowns, and I bet if I was that guy with Kamara, I won this game. I'm celebrating. Hey, here's sell me the money that I won, and here's my address for the trophy. And that long week we had. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then here we come Monday. All right. Maybe Stephon Diggs will get 1 touchdown. You're doing the math in your head. He's like, you're gonna get if he does this, whatever. Here we are with 3 touchdowns, 145 yards, AFC Player of the Week, and you got lost. You lost. You legitimately lost, thinking that long span from Thursday to Monday. That Tuesday morning was rough. That was probably the roughest Tuesday you had, knowing that. I would be upset. Tommy, if you were in the reversal role.
Oh, man. Dude, I'd be like, I would be shocked. My look would be like the look when on our faces when the Hail Mary. Right?
and Neil,
that would be it. If you want to add, that's it right there. I can't believe it. Dude, I was sitting on my chair for
Neil, you play
5
fantasy,
minutes.
right?
Yeah.
Huh?
Somehow I finished in third place with a shitty team. Horrible team. Not finished third place somehow. I don't know how. I did have Josh Allen. That helped me quite a bit to the playoffs. But yeah.
Always draft.
Did you have any other Bills on your team?
No.
Because Stephon
There
Diggs
you
was
go.
probably taken like
I would
probably
love to have Stephon
first or
Diggs.
second.
But yeah, my team was not very good. My team was kind of the injured reserve COVID team. The majority of the year, I was moving players like crazy.
Or they got hurt or
Yeah. I'm the worst fantasy player ever, so I usually am a good donation for. So if you guys need fantasy people,
hey, go ahead and text you. We're automatically inviting. I'm inviting you to next season's league. Hey, got one, guys. So this game coming up is going to be it's going to be interesting because we have a lot of factors involved. We got the Patriots out of the picture. We have the Dolphins coming up, and they need this win. They need this win to get into the playoffs. And because if they don't, there's still a slight chance they might make it in. They have a lot more riding with this for them than we do. We're thinking about the playoffs. We're thinking about playoffs. We're thinking about the Super Bowl. We're not worried about a team in the hunt just for a seed, especially knowing that Ben Roethlisberger is not playing. Mason Rudolph is playing. I'm surprised Juju Smith is still playing. Neil, you're going to talk to me. What?
I'll be dancing on the sidelines, whatever. You know what? This game here is almost like a moot point. It's a Sunday game that I'm like, I want them to win. I mean, I always want them to win. I always want them to win. There's no doubt about that. But it's win. I think that's, like I said before, McDermott is by the book. Like, he doesn't care whether it's a playoff, a preseason game, a nothing game, a post. He does not care. He's going out there and he's giving it all. The only thing I was upset of, the only thing I've ever been upset with him about is the fact that he laid off on the Patriots a little bit this week.
Took off that little throttle. I mean, some of the exotic, like that fake punt.
They were all over them, and he laid off, and I was like, I had images in my mind of the 56-10 game that the Patriots put on the Bills.
I was hoping. I was hoping
to get that.
Send me that text message like, dude, keep going. I want more points. I want more. Being a Bills fan is like, I want more. I want more. And it's amazing, dude. It's amazing.
Destroy them and embarrass them.
In their own crowd.
Through the phone. I wanted that tablet to get tossed too. I wanted something else.
How did that conversation go? What do you think that went? It's hey, Tom, why are you calling me in the middle of a game? Tom Brady's going, oh, no, I wasn't watching. I just wanted to see what the score was. Love that meme. I love that.
Great by a BillsMafia person, I think.
Somebody, listen, that's how smart BillsMafia is. They probably hacked into that phone line, calling him going,
oh, I hope so.
Got him.
Watch your bell. No, I think the Bills are going to come out strong in the first half and just light them up like they've done over the last 5 weeks. Just absolutely light them up.
Pretty much all season. We lit them up the first half, and then we
kind of teetered in games in the early season, but that's changed. That's completely changed. The third quarter blues that I told you about earlier in the season, those are gone. Like they've been
about that.
Way gone.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I mean, I
bringing up the third quarter blues, Neil.
On both sides of the ball. On both sides of the ball.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think they're going to come out strong and just light them up, and then they're going to slowly take people out.
Yep. That was my number one.
I'm okay with that.
That was my number one thing about Dable. What I hated last year, he didn't do in-game adjustments, and we always came out flat at halftime. This year, I got to give him credit, man. His in-game adjustments has been solid, bro. Dead on, bro.
Oh, yeah.
He's changing it up at the half. If things aren't going right, he's totally mixing up. The only game he didn't do in-game adjustments was Tennessee, and that was a bullshit game anyways, in my opinion. We weren't prepared. We didn't want to play that game.
I think
me. That's what I think.
That game,
we didn't want to be there.
It was it was crazy how everything happened because you've got this pandemic going on. You don't know. All right, well, fuck. Excuse the language. Do we want to play them? Do we really want to go there? And when you have the whole team testing positive or whatever for something so silly and trivial, they brought that up last year. We were like, I don't care. That's not news. Now with this whole COVID thing, oh no, you can't do that. You cannot do that.
You telling me Trey sat out that game for a back? He didn't sit out for his back. He didn't want to be there because he was skeptical about playing this season. Remember? He didn't want to mess around with the COVID crap. He wasn't going. He wasn't going, bro. Plain and simple. He played the very next week. He ain't no back thing. He could have played. Nobody wanted to play that game.
I think if he didn't get a big ass contract before the season, he may not have played.
No, maybe you might be right there. You might be right.
All right, here we go, guys. We're already starting the little wars here. All right, Brett, you want to see it, bud? You want to see it?
I'm gonna drink it straight.
I'm an adult. I gotta go to work.
Warrior.
I wouldn't do this on air.
It's New Year's Eve. What are you working about?
That's true. That's true.
I gotta eat a beer.
Cheers, brothers. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Mafia. This is the time to drink. Oh, I'm going to feel that one in the morning.
Hey, so the Dolphins, my prediction on the Dolphin game, I think to me, we're going to start the starters, but I think by halftime, it depends on the Pittsburgh game because I believe you want that second seed.
They're designating a coach. They're designating a coach to watch that Steelers game.
If Pittsburgh's getting blown out by half, I'll bet you they pull Allen, they pull Diggs, they're going to have. I guarantee they call up like
even though that's going to hurt because it's the Dolphins and we got Dolphins fans like, oh no, we beat the Bills, or they're going to say that. For a fact, they're going to say that. For a fact.
I'll laugh at that.
I just don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I want to because then it's going to be like almost borderline violent when we beat them. If we end up facing them wild card round.
If we're slamming them by halftime, they ain't coming back. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not about the. If we get a good lead, the defense is gonna stay strong. We got good defense, man. Even the backup, bro. I want to see more Daryl Williams. What's his name? The Williams on the edge.
Daryl Williams, yeah.
No, he's the offensive line. Daryl, what's his name on the edge?
Talking about EPICNESS?
No, that's AJ.
Yeah,
the guy, the tall guy, the rookie that we drafted. He plays special teams.
Yeah, Daryl Williams.
No, I thought is he the same name as the offensive lineman? Is it Daryl Williams? The edge.
Actually,
I'm telling you, that dude's good, bro. He's like 6'6" or something.
Yeah.
That dude's gonna be good, bro. He plays special teams, bro. But he comes in, bro. When he comes in, he makes plays.
Awesome, dude. This game is going to be interesting. Like I said, we're going to have there's going to be a coach that's going to watch that Steelers game. Okay, your job is this. I want up-to-date predictions, or I want up-to-date scores of that game, how they look. Like they've got scouts at that game, direct line to McDermott with a little phone. Like, all right, listen, time to pull a plug. Let's not hurt our guys. Bring in everybody. Christian Wade comes out there and just destroys people. Neil, I know you want Christian Wade to come out there, but I'm Christian. Why? Oh, that's Australian. How do they? Hello, Gabna. Christian. I can't do it, but that guy is. It was fun to watch in preseason. Just
dude, he's fast, bro. He's fast.
If Mafia, you know how Mafia is. Like when Duke made his appearance and when he made that touchdown, everyone was like,
that was nuts.
I love Duke.
That was amazing.
Dude, I love Duke. I think he's okay. I think he's pretty good, man. I don't mind. I wish they would convert him to tight end, bro. Honestly, if he were to work hard and do it, bro, he's a big dude, bro.
Yeah, he definitely. I think he can catch right now better than Knox.
No doubt, bro. Isn't Knox weird? Knox makes unbelievable catches, and the easiest catches he drops. Like, he makes some fucking unbelievable catches, and then he drops the fucking one that's right in his hands.
Tommy, listen. I was all on the Knox train all last year.
Rambo.
I'm looking at my Knox jersey that is signed, and I still haven't worn it. Just what I'm like, all right, I'm gonna wait till he does good, and he does good, and just like, okay, I don't want to jinx it. Let's do it one more game, and he does so bad. It's like, I'm putting that back in the hanger, putting that back in the closet. I'm not. No, and it's been there the entire time, and I was gonna wear it one time, and I was just like, okay, I'm wearing it. Nope, feels weird. We're gonna lose if I wear it. So I put that back in it's still in the closet. Still in the closet. It's Knox definitely has some issues that he's got to work out, and once he gets that stickum on his hands and stops dropping that ball, because last year he was the juggernaut where it's like, whoa, I'm not going to try to tackle him. Derrick Henry, everybody. Yeah,
he's still like that. He's a dog. When he gets a ball, he's a dog. He goes right at you.
You know, he did drop a couple good catches, easy catches. And this year it's just like, dude, I would get paid millions I'll drop that ball for millions, but I would actually probably catch it. You won't see this drops. They were like this.
But then he makes a great play, and you're like, Knox! I knew it.
I know. I
knew you had anybody.
Kelsey, that's the next Kelsey. That's the next Kittle. Come on, Knox, you're my boy. I'm going to start you in my fantasy next week. Oh, you dropped it? Oh, no.
The only thing worse than his drop that game was Tywan Jones's drop.
Oh,
that hit him in,
killing me, man.
Like, listen, Neil, that would have been the 14th
the record.
Different player. That was it. Yep. That was it. Well, now we got Kenny Stills to break that record of Josh Allen. Josh Allen, you're playing one play. You do a shotgun, touchdown to Kenny Stills. That's it. All right, go. That's it. He touchdown. Matt Barkley, you're up, bud.
I'm saying offensive lineman. He's going to get an offensive lineman for the 14th.
That would be, yeah. Deion Dawkins is
serious.
That's awesome. That's
awesome. Be like Darrell Williams or something.
Darrell Johnson was his name, by the way, Tommy. We got.
Oh, Darrell Johnson. Hey, thanks, man. I knew it was Darrell. That dude. Hey, that dude's a beast, bro. I'm telling you, he's gonna be good.
So, pretty sure I said that. I'm gonna watch this video again. I was just like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I said Darrell Johnson. He's just like, no, that's the offensive line. I don't know.
You said Darrell Williams.
Oh, sure. All right, Mafia. I was right. These little turds are wrong. That's okay. Talk to me. Where are you watching the game at, Neil, on Sunday?
Dude, I am watching it from the luxury of my couch.
Yeah.
I'll be making my own chicken wings at home. I don't have nobody around me, so I can scream at the TV.
Tommy, before he continues, I got to tell you about Neil. He has this fetish of making the best anything you can think about turkey frying. He'll make it. You got Oreos, you got pancakes. He'll make it. Wings done. Staying, bro. He's like this over a turkey fryer with his wings. Like, he's got a little salt, but it's not salt. It's just blue cheese crumbles. Just amazing. So
you're making me hungry.
During the send me a gallon of Duff sauce so I can have some Duff wings. Pretty excited about it.
If you mail me a box of that, I'm pretty sure it will stay. What takes 2 days to get over here to South Florida? Just put it with some cold packing stuff and ship some over. It's a New Year's.
You're welcome to come over for the game.
What? Hold on, my having some little difficulties. I didn't hear you. Can you say that again?
You're welcome to make that 4-hour drive over to me, but I'll pay and bells and run my flag. That may or may not have happened when they won the AFC.
Tommy,
Yo.
You need to try some of his wings. He's going to open up a restaurant where the name of his restaurant is Wings Only. That's it. That's
Oh,
Wings Only. That's it.
I love wings. Blue cheese though. You don't even have the option for ranch. Don't even have that shit. Somebody comes in asking for ranch.
Somebody comes in.
Take it to go.
Ranch. Oh yeah, we have a special door for that. It's a door that leads like out back to the dumpster.
That's where we keep the warm ranch.
What is this? Well, that's where it's somewhere in there. Go if you keep looking. Ranch is in there. And that
might have some ranch.
Oh, I should have asked Bill's dad. Well, I'm sure he would have said blue cheese, but
he would. Ain't no doubt. There's no doubt. He ain't going. Even if he likes ranch, he ain't going down that road. You know he ain't.
Mafia, this is it's been an absolute. This is probably the longest show that I've done so far. Definitely one of the most funnest. Just a diverse crowd. Tommy, I want to thank you for hopping on this round. Tampa Neil, bro. We're doing it big in the Super Bowl, homie. We are going big in the Super Bowl. We might have to set up on that Saturday. I come in town, so we can like let's just set up, let's stage, and let's get ready to watch our boys play down at across the street from your house, bro.
I'm gonna have the boat there all week, just so you know. So I'm gonna be at Radio Row all week.
We're guys. You have people. You guys have no idea how huge this is going to be. I wish I could just show my studio session around. I keep knocking into this, but my studio setup. It's epic. It's going to be the most professional / fun / drunk time I've ever had in my life. And I absolutely cannot wait. But it all starts with one game at a time against the Dolphins on Sunday. And Mafia, thank you so much for watching. It's been an absolute incredible show. One of my most favorite show I've ever had a part of, hosting. And you'll hear me again next week because we are going into playoffs and we got to crank that intensity up. We got to just knock off the Patriots. Barkley is going to destroy the Dolphins. They're going to destroy the Dolphins. Matt Barkley. Everyone's like, who's Matt Barkley? You'll find out on Sunday when Josh Allen is not playing. Not going to do it. And he's got so many other. We're so deep. Like even our eighth stringer Camaro, who nobody ever heard the name of. He's in the Saints. They're like, oh, I want him. No, I want him. Saints are right off the way. Like they're not even. They haven't even started their game yet. They're like, I heard it. We want him. We want him on our team because we need another third string quarterback. The Saints are just.
What you got to score? What do you got to score? Prediction.
I said 14-3. It's going to be all running game. Yeah, it's going to be a boring game, but
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think we're going to start up. I think we're going to have a lead by halftime, like 17-9, and I think we'll score another time. I think it's going to be, if I had to predict, if two options. If we take Josh Allen out and the starters out, it's going to be like 23-10. If we keep Josh Allen and the starters in, which I don't think so, it's going to be like 34-10.
Josh Allen does not see. If anything, the longest you see Josh Allen is up until the halftime.
Yeah, maybe. It depends. Depends on the Pittsburgh game.
I think the snow might be a little bit of a factor come Sunday. I hope it is because I want to see a nice game. Those Miami Dolphins, they're going to come out and freeze their asses off, and the Bills are going to just be like that forever.
Hold on 1 second, bro. You're either I'm lagging out or you're lagging out. Somebody's lagging out here. Let's try that again. Neil, can you say that again, bud?
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Now we're live.
Yeah.
No, I was saying.
Start over. We're doing the whole show all over. Start over.
Rewind.
No, I think the snow is going to be a big factor on Sunday. I think the Dolphins are going to come out and just be like, "This is too damn cold. I don't know if this white crap is coming from the sky."
What is that? This is not Miami snow.
We're used to white sand. We're not used to white stuff coming from the sky. So, but 24-8 is my score. I think they get some stupid safety at the end where the punter kicks it out of the end zone just to save his ass. That's it.
What was the score?
24-8.
24-8. All right.
Yeah, something weird is going to happen.
Do you think it's Tua or Fitzpatrick?
I think Tua starts, but I think that Ryan Fitzpatrick comes in at the end to close the game out.
Yep, 100%.
Tommy, talk to me. What do you got, brother?
Oh, dude, for sure. He hit it on. I think Tua's going to start. I think we're going to be beating him by half, and he's going to get pulled. They got to save their season. Tua's a game manager right now. Yep. We'll see. I don't knock quarterbacks until they played at least 3 seasons because, look at Josh. He had a rough first season too. So, but right now, I don't believe in Tua. Like, I don't see it. I think he's more of a check down guy. He just doesn't have it. So I think they're going to pull him. Fitz is going to come in, maybe score a touchdown. They'll drive, get a field goal, but it'll be too late. By then. Their season's over.
What's your definitive score? What is that a prediction when it's actually going to happen?
Yeah, so it depends. So if we pulled the starters by half, let's say, I got them scoring 10 no matter what. So I got it like if they pull, let's say 24-10. If they stay in the starters, I got it to be like 34-10. Score another 10 points. I think Barkley would do good enough to get some field goals if he comes in.
So you don't think the running game will be a factor? The running game is not going to make a difference in the snow?
We've been shutting down the run. Like our defense has been stepping up. You know what? The one thing I got to say, the defense is slow in the beginning. We give up some chunk yards for, against the run. But I think like by the second quarter, we start like picking it up, like dialing it up. And then by the half, man, it's like they're only passing because we're up, if you notice that. So the run game's always gone down. It's never picked up after the second half, the last 6 games. It's always been passing. So look at the Patriots game. Same thing. Their running game was okay. The running was good in the first quarter and dipped down in the second, and that was the wrap. You didn't see any more big jump yards.
Tony Michelle had one big run, and that was it.
That was it. Yep. That was it. So I think our defense has been like on another level right now. I think we're playing at a high level. I don't see them running. Exactly. The only thing is,
here first, Tommy said that the Dolphins do not belong in the same class as the Buffalo Bills, and the Buffalo Bills, the first time in franchise history, is going to sweep the AFC East.
100%. 100%. No, there's no doubt in my mind.
I sense like little chills from that.
No doubt. There's no doubt. We're a better team. Plain and simple. We're even a different
team. Our third stringers are going to give them. Christian Wade is going to run all over the Dolphins.
Oh, dude!
Wade, Mike.
60 yards.
I got to stop doing that. Christian Wade was from Australia. He would sound like that's my old Christian Wade from Australia, because that's the only accent I can do. I can't do. No, governor, I can't do that. So,
hey, they're keeping him for a reason. They like him for. There's something about him.
Well, TJ Yeldon got with the vid test, so
they would have cut him. I'm telling you, they ain't using him for just videos.
They want him. Yeah. He just got to learn the game.
He wants to learn the NFL game. Yeah,
exactly. He don't know shit, bro. You know who he's like, Chris. If you guys ever watch Christian Okoye, he didn't know shit about football, and he was freaking awesome once he learned. He still had his flaws, but bro, if they teach this guy, bro, I'm telling you, the dude's a beast. He's already, bro. He played rugby. Brian. He said he played rugby.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. So you know that rugby players are.
And we turning down a wrestling scholarship to play rugby was one of what made me the toughest man that I am today. And look at Christian Wade. He just they go at it with no pads. No pads.
They don't.
Right. NFL. It's like what am I wearing? What is this? I just all right. Yeah, all right. Just adds more bulk, more motion. Newton's law of physics.
He's fast, bro. He's quick.
So quick.
Yep. Got to be for rugby.
He has records. Yeah, he has records in rugby. And these guys play soccer. It's like, all right, listen, you might not be in the UK. It's either soccer or rugby. It's either soccer if you got the agility, the skills to juggle a ball, or it's just like, all right, listen, you like drinking beer, you like you don't care what you do, let's just go hit somebody, hit that guy. All right, I can do that. That's rugby. And now it's Christian Wade breaking down the sense that he knows nothing about the logistics of running this route. If this guy does this, why he does that, for the reason. And running backs starting at a young age here in the U.S., they're accustomed to that. They have years on him. I mean, 22 years old. He was playing football when he was exactly. And Christian Wade was like, "Here's a soccer ball, mate." Okay,
run!
Goal! Touchdown! Mate. So, guys, I got to get off. It's that time. Thank you so much, Mafia. Thank you so much. Buffalo Bills are going to the Super Bowl. Thank you for watching this show. The guys who stayed on, people that went on through the whole show. I want to thank Tommy for hopping on. Tampa, Neil, always a pleasure having you on, brother. I want to thank my guest, David Lundy, and his friends. I want to thank Bill's dad, dude, Dick DeGroat. That
Bill's
man.
dad was awesome, by the way.
Bill's dad.
He's the man, bro. I love that Beasley video, bro. Dude, he's a legend. Bro.
I'm always open. Like I said, I'm gonna let him sing it, but
that
was my favorite. Can I just put for one more time, and I hope his ears are ringing, because this is for him.
I love it.
Look at this. He is the man. American Idol. Anytime he walked on the stage, what's that one Simon character? The one of the judges that's always rude. He loves him. He loves him.
Simon Cowell.
Simon Cowell, yeah. And that's how legendary this guy is.
Are they all standing up? They're standing up.
like they go, "Hi guys, let me introduce you to Dick DeGroat," and the judges are all like, "All right, he's in. Press
give him a ticket. Give him a ticket.
Give him a ticket. He's going to Hollywood."
Right.
And he's walking and going, "Can I go now or awesome." I absolutely love his content, and it's good having Mafia that can we all get together and we all have our own different quirks. What makes us us, and it's just good to have and meet fellow Mafia, get together and just talk in your own native tongue, and that's Buffalo Bills. So, guys, thank you for hopping on. It's been an absolute pleasure, but I am signing out. I'm got to go to bed. It's only 9:00, so I don't have to go to bed just yet, but I do have to go to bed pretty soon. Mafia.
Hey, thanks for having me, Brian.
Guys, take care. Mafia, love you. Breaking Tables. This is the New Year special. I'm going to be back on next week, back to normal schedule. Normally do my podcast the day after a game, so you'll hear me for my podcast on Monday, and then we'll see you back on Thursday for the Lull Bar live edition. Love you, Mafia. Let's go, Buffalo. Hey, hey.
Hey.
Super Bowl. Bye-bye, Mafia. Breaking Tables. Brian's out.